you ever felt someone breathing with you when you're completely alone? Last night, I felt it. The chair moved. The rug shifted. The air wasn't empty. And then I realized it wasn't behind me. It was all around me. And it knew my name. I froze. Because this room isn't just a room anymore. And maybe it never will be. Have you ever heard your name when no one was supposed to be there? This isn't a story I heard. This happened to me. I was half asleep, not dreaming, not awake. Moment where your body is tired, but your mind refuses to shut down. Then I heard it. My name, not loud, not close, clear enough to wake my fear. I didn't answer. When someone says your name like that, they already know you're listening. My phone was right next to me. No message, no call, no reason for anyone to know I was awake. And that's when I realized the voice didn't come from the hallway. It came from inside my room. I stopped breathing for a moment just to make sure I wasn't imagining it. The room felt aware of me. I told myself it was my mind playing tricks. Lack of sleep does that. It makes familiar things feel wrong. But then I felt it. The mattress shifted just slightly. Like someone had sat down. My body froze. I didn't look because if you don't see it, maybe it won't see you. And something leaned closer, not touching, just close enough for me to feel warmth. And right next to my ear, the same voice whispered my name again. This time, it sounded like it was smiling. I didn't respond. I didn't move. I kept my eyes open, pretending sleep was protection. When you're scared like that, your mind starts counting sounds, your breath, your heartbeat, waiting for the next one. That's when I heard footsteps. Slow, bare, not coming closer, just walking around my room. I could tell exactly where it was without seeing it. Near the door, the wall, then behind me. My phone was still next to me. Screen black, no vibration, no reflection, which felt wrong. Because that's when I realized if something was walking in my room, it wasn't showing up in the dark, and I knew I wasn't alone anymore. Nothing moved, nothing looked wrong. That scared me more. I don't know why I did it, but I slowly turned my head toward the door, because when something wants to be seen, it never hides that well. I stood up without making a sound. My feet touched the floor, and it felt cold, too cold. The hallway didn't look like my hallway anymore. It felt longer, like it was waiting for me to step inside. I could hear something ahead of me, not footsteps, but breathing, slow, patient. And that's when it hit me. The breathing wasn't coming from the hall. It was coming from right behind me. My body locked up, didn't turn around, because I knew if I saw it, something would change. Breathing behind me slowed down, like it was listening, waiting for me to react. I tried to convince myself it was my own breath, that my chest wasn't moving like that. Then I felt a shift in the air, like someone leaned in, not to touch me, but to smell me. My skin burned where it was closest. That's when fear stopped feeling loud and started feeling quiet, because whatever was behind me wasn't rushing. A message preview appeared, but it wasn't from anyone I knew. It knew I couldn't go anywhere. My phone buzzed again. It was my name. No number, no contact, just my name. Like something nearby had learned how to use it. I stared at the screen, didn't open it, didn't move, because some messages feel heavier unopened. I told myself it was a glitch, a delayed notification, anything that didn't involve what was behind me. I unlocked my phone, the light hit the wall, and something behind me reacted. The message was already open. I didn't I swear I didn't. It said, you finally noticed, nothing else. But around me, like it didn't need to hide anymore. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. So I did the only thing that felt safer. Each exhale takes the weight off your shoulders. I'm right here, keeping watch. I opened my camera. The screen showed exactly what I expected. Empty hallway. No movement. No shadow. Nothing behind me. I don't know why I did it. Maybe curiosity. Maybe panic. Maybe I wanted proof. My face appeared on the screen. Pale. Still. Eyes wide open. And behind me, something moved. Not a shape, not a shadow, just a distortion. The camera tried to focus and failed, like whatever was there. Still, you're here, and that's enough. It wasn't meant to be seen. I stared at the screen and froze, because it wasn't empty anymore. A pale face appeared, not mine, just slightly, and the glow shifted to the corner of the room, just for a second, and it was smiling. I dropped my phone. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run, but my body refused to move. My name, again. I shut my eyes, hoping it would leave, and then it whispered, not through sound, but through the air itself. But the warmth on my shoulder told me it never would. I didn't move. I couldn't move. Every nerve in my body screamed, but my legs stayed frozen. The air felt wrong, thicker, and I was no longer alone. I tried to tell myself it was a trick, a shadow, a reflection, anything but reality. Then I heard it breathe, not my own, slow, deliberate, right behind me. I didn't dare turn around, because the last time I did, I almost saw its eyes, and it moved again. Not walking, shifting, right next to my shoulder. I felt it shift closer. And then, the chair next to my bed squeaked as if someone had sat down. My mind screamed, it's impossible. No one is here. But my ears knew it had sat down. Then the pen on my desk rolled slowly toward the edge. Not gravity, something else. The lamp didn't turn on. My phone vibrated again. No call, no message, just the same. I didn't touch it, but the glow shifted like someone leaned over it. Slow, deliberate buzz. And I realized it wasn't just behind me anymore. It was all around me. The room itself was aware. My legs were frozen. Rug shifted just a little, as if someone dragged their hand across it. But there was no one there. The cup moved, not falling, just sliding. Like it was nudged by air I couldn't feel. The lamp flickered, then went off. Not electricity. Something else controlled it. And the breathing, closer than ever. Not behind me, but everywhere I could feel. I wanted to scream, but the air held it back, and I knew the room was waiting for me to try. My chest felt tight, like the room itself was squeezing me. Every breath tasted heavy. The chair moved again, not tipping, just sliding slowly. I wanted to grab the phone, but even my hand felt watched. Every inch of me was being observed. I tried to tell myself it was my mind, just tiredness, just imagination, but the breathing, it wasn't imagination. It moved with me, matching my heartbeat. And I realized I wasn't in my room anymore. I was inside something else. Something watching. My body screamed at me to move, but my legs didn't obey. I was trapped by fear itself. The chair creaked. The pen rolled again. I thought if I turned around, I'd see it. But maybe that's the premise. I didn't want to. Maybe seeing it would have ended me fast. Not loud, just deliberate. Every sound counting me. Let the quiet settle. There's nothing else. Only this whisper. The breathing got closer. Not behind me, not beside me, but inside me. Like it knew buzzed again. Not a message, not a call, just a vibration from nowhere.
And then I understood it wasn't waiting for me to scream.
It was waiting for me to notice it. I could feel it, not behind me, not in front, but everywhere inside my skin, my bones, my heartbeat. Every object in the room was aware. The cup, the chair, the rug, all shifting, and just enough to let me know I was watched. I tried to call out. My mouth opened, but no sound came. Even my fear was being silenced. The breathing right next to my ear slowed, then stopped. But I knew it hadn't left. I wanted to move, crawl away, anything. But even the floor felt wrong, as if it would betray me. It didn't need to show itself. It already owned the space. My heart was pounding, not in fear, but in recognition. I froze, not because of fear, but because I knew there was no escaping this room. It wasn't just a room anymore. Every object moved, as if acknowledging me. The breathing surrounded me, not behind, not beside, but everywhere, inside me, through me. And then I stopped resisting, let it be, because fighting wasn't an option. I closed my eyes, let the darkness consume me, and listened.
Listened to the room breathing with me, and as the minutes passed,
I realized the truth.